prosper. We want them to get the fair market value, of course, but we have to work with the individuals that we are talking about, that we help every day, that we see every day, to get to that level, to help them with job skills and those type of things. And we take the time to do it. It does take time, but understand, I want whoever's listening and whoever has that question, could you really fill the beds? You have that many. It's not an issue. Demand is not an issue whatsoever. And over the state of South Carolina, and including here in Aiken, we have a capacity issue that we're trying to solve. So that's why Kurt and I say it's going to take all of us working together to solve this, but Aiken can do it. We have the resources, we have the creativity, we have we just have the people who love one another. We have that ability to solve the problem. We just had to come together, bring down the silos, as we are already starting to see, but let's continue in that and with that momentum going forward. And so I thank you for your time and your support.
Thank you. Anyone else would like to say a word? Thank you. We will move on to the approval of the consent agenda. Ms. Tilton, will you please read the titles of the items on the consent agenda into the record?
Yes, Madam Mayor. We have one item tonight. It's a resolution authorizing the acceptance of a deed of dedication for Danbrook Village, Section 1.
Is there a motion for this, please?
So moved.
Councilwoman Price.
Second.
Did you need to read more about that? No, okay. Second from Councilman Morgan. There's no comment on the consent agenda, so we'll go straight to a vote. All those in favor? Thank you. It's unanimous. We now have approval and discussion of appointees to various city boards, committees, and commissions. Ms. Tilton.
For council this evening is reappointment of Bonnie Ann Fulgham to the Arts Commission and appointment of Kathy Heath to the Senior Commission.
Is there a motion to accept these nominations?
I so move, Madam Mayor.
I second, Madam Mayor.
Councilwoman Brohl and Councilman Morgan second the motion. Comments from the public? Comments from council? All those in favor? Thank you. Motion's passed. Do we have any nominations for this evening?
Yes, Madam Mayor, I'd like to make a nomination for the Planning Commission. Megan Morgan Adams to the Planning Commission.
Anyone else?
Yes, Madam Mayor.
Yes.
I move to reappoint Lizzie M. Boyer to the Arts Commission. Her term would run from April 11, 2026 to April 11, 2028.
Thank you. Anyone else? All right. The next item under old business is second reading and public hearing of an ordinance to amend the city code regarding our backflow ordinance. Ms. Tilton.
Thank you. Council's heard about this twice at a February 23rd work session and the March 9th meeting. E&U Director Thomas Parrott has updated our city code to reflect the following items. We'll clarify the device requirements for residential and commercial properties. We're going to distinguish between low hazard and high hazard systems. There's updates to the residential testing frequency to every 3 years. Establishes a compliance timeline for our legacy systems. It formalizes the commercial containment requirements and updates the administrative and appeals authority. It also will enable a third-party compliance portal that allows the city to ensure ongoing compliance. Council approved this ordinance at first reading on March 9th, and it's before you for second reading and public hearing tonight, Madam Mayor.
I so move, Madam Mayor.
Second.
Second.
I'll let you head out.
All right. The final item under old business, second reading and public hearing of an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget. Ms. Tilton.
Yes, we have two budget adjustments are being recommended. A budget adjustment to pay for large meter replacement of $125,000 at 4 industrial locations, and also a budget adjustment for $100,000 for Aiken Horse Park. Council approved this on first reading on March 9th, and it's before you for second reading and public hearing this evening.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve this?
I so move.
Councilwoman Diggs
And I'll second, Madam Mayor.
and Councilwoman Brohl second the motion. Any comments from the public? Comments from council? All those in favor? Thank you. Okay, all those opposed? Opposed?
Abstained.
Abstained. She is,
abstained.
Councilwoman Morgan abstained from the vote. And everyone else was approved. Thank you. We now move to new business. First item is first reading and public hearing of an ordinance to rezone property at 1,305 Silver Bluff Road from planned residential PR to residential single-family RS10. Ms. Tilton.
Yes, the ordinance is entitled, "An Ordinance Amending the Zoning of Property Located at 1305 Silver Bluff Road from Planned Residential PR to Residential Single Family RS10." The applicant has requested rezoning of 1305 Silver Bluff Road from Planned Residential to RS10. It contains about an acre, and it's located on the east side of Silver Bluff Road between Town Creek and Hidden Haven Drive. This property was originally part of the Melrose Place development, which was requested in 1993. And at the time, the owner decided not to include that in the development. This lot, due to limited road frontage and lack of sanitary sewer access, is limited to one single-family residence. City water service is available. The applicant has requested an easement from Melrose Place HOA for connection to the sanitary sewer lines, but it was denied. I have since been told that after the Planning Commission meeting, the applicant is meeting with the HOA at their meeting on March 27th for this to pursue this request again. After the Planning Commission, the HOA listened and they thought they might reconsider his request. But at this point, as presented, the proposed residence will be served by a septic system. The Planning Commission reviewed this request at their March 10th meeting. All those present voted in favor of recommending approval to zoning at RS10. So for council consideration this evening is first reading of an ordinance to rezone property at 1305 Silver Bluff Road from PR to RS10.
I so move, Madam Mayor.
Second.
Madam Mayor, if I may, I attended the Planning Commission meeting the last month, and the gentleman that's planning to do this, there's only going to be one home on this property, and I think some of the people in the surrounding area thought that he could subdivide it or there could be more property developed, but that's not the case, and he assured them that that was not the case, and the planning commissioners also went over that. When it's RS10, that is one home on the lot. And I'm glad to hear that they might let you tap into their sewer, which would be easier because you would not have to cut down as many trees, and that would give them a bigger buffer between your area and theirs if you had to do a septic tank. So I'm glad to hear that you all are talking, and I hope that that works out for you. Thank you, Madam.
And Mayor, it also gets back to the comment I made at a previous council meeting, the fact that this property is almost an acre in size, but we have to put it into a 10,000 square foot zone. Again, if we had, when we revisit the zoning, if we can have a zone for 1 acre lots or even 3/4 acre lots, it would better fit into that. And then it would alleviate the concerns of neighbors that they can put more homes on it. So let's keep that in mind. I'll keep.
Good point.
I have to keep saying it.
Thank you. Yes.
Good point. Good point.
We expect that. Thank you. Any other comments from council? Then all those in favor? Thank you. It is approved. The next item under new business is first reading and public hearing of an ordinance to annex 1620 Richland Avenue East and zone it general business. Ms. Tilton?
Yes, it's an ordinance titled, "An Ordinance to Annex Certain Property Located at 1620 Richland Avenue East and to Zone the Same General Business." The applicant is Aiken Community Theater. They have requested annexation of 1620 Richland Avenue East. It's about 2.1 acres, and they would like general business zoning. The Planning Commission reviewed this request for annexation and zoning as general business at their March 10th meeting, and all those present recommended approval. For council consideration is first reading and public hearing of an ordinance to annex property at 1620 Richland Avenue East and zone it general business.
Thank you. Do we have a motion to approve this ordinance?
So moved.
Councilwoman Price? And a second I need.
Second.
Councilwoman Diggs made the second motion. Comments from the public? Comments from council? All those in favor? Thank you. It's unanimous. Next, we have first reading and public hearing of an ordinance to annex 1886 Huckleberry and zone it residential single-family RS 15. Ms. Tilton.
It's an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to Annex Property Located at 1886 Huckleberry Drive and to Zone the Same Residential Single Family RS 15." The applicants and owners have requested annexation of 1886 Huckleberry Drive containing 1.38 acres and zoning as RS 15. This is located in Gem Lake subdivision. Planning Commission reviewed this request at their last meeting, and all those present recommended approval. This is for your consideration at first reading and public hearing tonight, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Is there a motion to accept this ordinance?
So moved, Madam Mayor.
Councilman Waldo. And a second.
I'll second that, Madam Mayor.
Councilwoman Broll, second the motion. Any comments from the public? Comments from council? All those in favor? Thank you. It's unanimous. The next item is first reading and public hearing of an ordinance to annex 1125 Conger Drive and zone it residential single-family RS 15. Ms. Tilton.
This is an ordinance entitled, "An Ordinance to Annex Property Located at 1125 Conger Drive and to Zone the Same Residential Single Family RS 15." The applicant and owner has requested annexation of 1125 Conger Drive containing 0.69 of an acre and zoning as residential single family RS 15. It's in the Conger Woods subdivision. Planning Commission reviewed the request at their March 10th meeting. All those present voted to recommend that the property be annexed and zoned RS 15. This is for you at first reading and public hearing this evening.
Madam Mayor, I move.
Second, Madam Mayor. Price.
The final item under new business is first reading and public hearing of an ordinance to amend the fiscal year 2025-2026 budget. Ms. Tilton.
Yes, the ordinance is entitled, "An Ordinance Amending the Budget of the City of Aiken for the Fiscal Year Beginning July 1, 2025 and ending June 30th, 2026 for the Water and Sewer Utilities Fund and the General Fund." There are two budget adjustments for council's consideration this evening. A budget adjustment to account for the revenue and expenses related to the purchase of sewer capacity from Aiken County, and the estimated amount is $800,000. We also are asking for a budget adjustment for the purchase of security cameras at the Leslie B. Price Aiken Senior and Youth Center. The system costs $33,000. Capital Project Sales Tax 3 funding will pay for $14,250, and the balance will come from depreciation funds. So for council considerations, first reading and public hearing of a ordinance to amend the FY 25-26 budget.
Thank you. May I have a motion to accept this?
I so move, Madam Mayor.
Councilwoman Broll made the motion.
Second.
Second from Councilman Waldo. Any comments from the public? Comments from council? All those in favor? Thank you. It's unanimous. We now move on to petitions and requests. We have two items tonight, and the first item is an approval to award a contract for aquatic maintenance and repair service. Ms. Tilton.
Yes, our Parks and Recreation and Tourism Department, with help with our Capital Projects Manager, advertised for bids for your aquatic maintenance and repair services. This is for our spray grounds and our pool. The bids were received on March 3rd. We received 3 bids. The lowest bid was from ASP America in the amount of $26,715. Our staff is familiar with this vendor and appreciate this work, and they recommend acceptance of this bid. So for council consideration is approval of award a 3-year contract with ASP America for aquatic services.
Thank you. Is there a motion to approve this 3-year contract?
So moved, Madam Mayor.
Councilwoman Price made the motion.
Second, Madam Mayor.
Second from Councilwoman Morgan. Comments from the public? Comments from council? All those in favor? Thank you. They have a contract for 3 years.
Yeah, I do.
Thank you. The final item is an approval of an independent contract for compliance consultant services for the North Side Sewer Improvement Project. Ms. Tilton.
Thank you. The North Side Sewer Improvement Project includes the construction of approximately 20,000 feet of gravity sewer line. This project was funded including a $2.5 million community grant managed by the US EPA. That was help from Senator Graham. And matching funds are allocated from the Plutonium Settlement and Capital Projects Sales Tax 4. In order to meet the federal and state provisions associated with the funding, the E&U department solicited a sole source proposal from Sam Cargill. He's a compliance consultant. We have experience with Mr. Cargill, and Mr. Cargill has extensive experience providing similar compliance services on City of Aiken's projects, including our Shaw's Creek water treatment plant. Council approved a similar contract with Mr. Cargill in November 2024. Our staff has reviewed the proposal, recommend approval. The contract is for a lump sum not to exceed $34,000 with an allowance for expenses not to exceed $5,000 for the duration of the project. The duration is 400 days from the award of the contract to the issuance of the notice to proceed. So for council consideration this evening is approval of an independent consultant contract with Sam Cargill for compliance services for the North Side Sewer Improvement Project.
Thank you. Is there a motion to accept this?
So moved, Madam Mayor.
Councilwoman Price made the motion, and
I'll second, Madam Mayor.
Councilwoman Broll seconded the motion. Any comments from the public? Comments from council?
This is not in my district, it's in Councilwoman Gail Diggs' district, and much needed. So we're thankful to
Tommy?
the senator for the amount of dollars he's bringing to that area. It needs it east and west and north, so this is much needed in the area.
That it is. All those in favor? Thank you. It is unanimous. Hooray. We now open the floor to public comments on non-agenda items. Comments are limited to 3 minutes per speaker and for a total of 30 minutes. Yes, sir. Good evening, Mr. Erb.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
Sam Erb, Dibble Road in Aiken. My concern again are our bridges downtown, Fairfield and Union Street. We have to get going on them, at least to clean them up. I know Fairfield is underway with a plan, and then it was pulled. But let's try to get it as vehicular. There's all kinds of things we can do to, slow the traffic down and so forth, so on. And Union Street, I know there's going to be work, but let's at least put planters out, make it look nice. It's weeds, it's trash. It doesn't look good. The other thing is Masters is 2 weeks. You come off of Park Avenue to go to the alley,
Yes.
and in the one alley behind Nandina and near A for advertising, you just walk down that alley. It's horrendous looking. There's used restaurant equipment out there. It needs to be cleaned up.
Beat up chairs from the restaurants
Yep.
and
Lanky's on Lawrence has done their part. I think they're going to be a big improvement there. We can just do a little better, I think, keeping our town looking spiffy. So, thank you for your time.
thank you, Sam.
Madam Mayor,
I agree.
I had talked with Sam earlier, probably last week or this week, and I took a little walk and saw for myself, saying, yes, it needs to be, because there's just no reason. It's just messy. And like you said, we're getting ready to come into Masters, and that's not the foot we want forward for people that are coming into our town.
Agreed.
Thank you, Sam.
Anyone else? Thank you. Now, are there any items from Assistant City Manager this evening?
The city manager would like me to pass along that the subcommittee hearing for House Bill 5321, the transfer of the Horse Creek wastewater treatment plant to a regional authority, has been postponed. It was supposed to be tomorrow, but it's now going to be April 14th. So just sharing that. And then in issues and updates, we highlighted that our public safety department has earned their 9th CALIA accreditation. They were in Tucson, and this is their 9th reaccreditation, and they also received a certificate of meritorious accreditation for being an accredited agency for more than 15 years. So congratulations to them. And that's all I have.
Thank you. Congratulations to you, Chief, and your staff. Is there a motion to adjourn our meeting?
Madam Mayor, before we do that, I have a comment to make regarding a letter that I received from Ms. Linda Hunley, who's also addressing concerns on all 4 of our gateway entrances into our city. So it's obvious that that is raising quite a bit of concern. I will share the points of these letters and the location that she's concerned about, so, with you, with the city.
Thank you. Personally, I've been in touch with Jerry Lang of Clean Up Aiken, and I've asked him how he can help us move forward in doing some of the cleanup. He is, it's a great nonprofit. So thank you all. Is there a motion to adjourn our meeting?
So moved, Madam Mayor.
Thank you. Councilman Waldo. He made, and who was the second? Somebody down here?
Pete was second.
Councilman Messina second the motion. The meeting is adjourned. Thank you all.